So now we have reached to the next video, and we are covering the next very important topic, that is challenges to political parties in India. So now we are going to start our point number one. This is the point number one, lack of internal democracy. Lack of internal democracy. That simply means these political parties, which are the base of our democratic system, they are facing this problem of lack of internal democracy. There is no internal democracy in these political parties. Clear? Then you will explain how these parties are suffering from this problem of lack of internal democracy. How we would discuss it? We would discuss it in many points, like who is taking the decisions in a political system. In a political organization, it is assumed that every member of the political party will have something to say. It means हर member जो है वो अपनी opinion रखेगा. लेकिन हम क्या देखते हैं कि most of the time all of the decisions related to the political party, one specific political party, is taken by the top leaders or top leader, one leader or a few leaders. They decide how the party should be run. So according to their decisions, the party is run. The entire party system is run, which is a sign of weakness. It is a kind of dictatorship. Then what is the difference between a dictatorship and a democratic structure? If all the decisions are being taken by only few leaders or a leader, only the top leader, then the another criteria through which we can observe the lack of internal democracy is the organizational meetings of these political parties. They are not conducted on the regular basis. So most of the decisions are taken by the top leaders and no organizational meetings are conducted. A party conducts various meetings at the state level, at the national level, at the local level, in which it try to take the feedback from its active members, from the party members. But what we observe, these organizational meetings, they are not being conducted by the political parties on regular basis. Then the next one is no record of the party membership is maintained in a proper manner. Sometimes they maintain, sometimes they forget. And whenever the formalities have to be taken care of, then they maintain the membership record. So no regular maintaining of the membership record also leads to the lack of internal democracy, and no internal elections conducted of various posts in a political party. Now think about this point. No internal election. A party A, B, X, Y, Z, they have several posts given to the several party leaders based on their experiences, their dedication towards the party. Like, just assume a party. It must have a youth wing, it must have a rural area wing, it must have the urban area wing, it must have a particular organization which is catering the needs of the traders. It must have a union for which is taking care of the needs of the farmers or workers or backward communities. So a party has so many posts, and when the time comes to conduct the election on these posts, then no internal elections are conducted, and what happens? Most of these posts are distributed by the top leaders. To whom? To those people or those party members which are who are close to the top leader. So that is why lack of internal democracy. One more interesting example related to it is the every party must have presidential election. So party जो president है, that has been elected, neither elected on regular basis nor the elections are conducted free and fair. और अगर दिखाने के लिए election करने हैं तो उसमें सिर्फ एक मेन जो लीडर होगा वो इलेक्शन में खड़ा हो जाएगा और उसका अपोज करने के लिए किसी भी छोटे उसी पार्टी के लीडर को खड़ा करेंगे, जो कि पहले से ही डिसाइडेड होगा कि मैक्सिमम जो लीडर्स है वो अपने टॉप लीडर को चुनेंगे और फिर ये दिस ड्रामा वुड बी ओवर. So we can have so many examples. One recently I was going through related to the Congress party. Since 1990s, Congress party's president is Sonia Gandhi, and after almost 2 decades, when she left this post of party president, 20 साल से ज्यादा टाइम के बाद, when she decided to leave it, for whom she left it? She left it for obviously Rahul Gandhi. So now we can clearly observe the party's top positions are occupied by the top leaders due to this lack of internal democracy. Clear? And as a result, what will happen? As a result, the honest, dedicated party members would have no scope in the party to grow at the top level. जो ऑनेस्ट होंगे, जो डिजर्विंग होंगे, जो पार्टी के लिए 20-30 साल से सर्व कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए चांस नहीं बनेगा कभी भी पार्टी की टॉप पोजीशन में आने का. ठीक है. सो इट वुड ऑल्सो impact the democratic structure of a party in one another negative way that has been mentioned in this point, in this particular point in your last line. वो लिखा हुआ है कि then because the honest people would not get the top position, and if they disagree with their leaders, then there is no place for them in the party. They have to leave the party. And then the remaining जो party workers हैं, they would get the clear message कि they have to show their loyalty not towards the party and the principles but towards the top leaders. ठीक है. So psychophancy, chaploosi would be promoted through this system. So this is not a democratic structure, and this is the first basic flaw related to the political parties in India, that is lack of internal democracy. Now we are moving to the second problem, which is related to this first problem, that is the problem of dynastic succession. What is dynastic succession? That word has come from dynast. तो जैसे राजाओं के वंश चलते थे कि राजा के बाद उसका बेटा नेक्स्ट किंग बनेगा, in the same manner the political parties in India are facing this one of the most serious challenge or problem or illness, that is the problem of dynastic succession. Then you can split this point in two sub points, like most of the national political parties as well as the state parties in India are suffering from this problem. You name it and you will find it. ठीक है. One of the oldest party, Congress party, that is facing this problem of dynastic succession. Dynastic succession, again, the power is transferred from the top leader to his family members, next generation, then to the next generation. So we have the example of Congress party, one of the oldest party, where power is always remained in the hands of Nehru Gandhi family. From Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi, then her son Rajiv Gandhi, then Sonia Gandhi, now Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi. So this is the problem of dynastic succession. As a result, in most of the political parties in India, power remains in the hands of the top leader and his family, his or her family. Clear? And the parties are being run like a company is being run by a businessman family. पार्टी को ऐसे चलाया जाता है जैसे वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ना हो बल्कि एक कंपनी हो. ठीक है. और एज अ रिजल्ट व्हाट विल हैपन? ओनली दोज वर्कर्स विल गेट द चांस इन द पार्टी टू सर्व. दोज हु आर close to the top leaders, they will get the promotion, they will get the tickets, they will get the different positions who are close to their top leaders. And as a result, another bad impact is that honest and deserving party workers will not get the chance what they deserve. And the last one, most of the decisions taken without the consultation of the party members due to this dynastic succession problem. Due to this problem of dynastic succession, the top leaders would decide whom they have to give the ticket, what would be the party policy, how they will protest or support a particular bill. Everything would be decided by a leader and his family. So this is the problem of dynastic succession. I have given you the example of dynastic succession at national level. National level parties like Congress and in BJP, you can find it out also. In many of the states, after the leader, the tickets are given to their children. even in BJP also, which consider itself a cadre-based party. And to just find out more clearly this problem in the state parties, like you name it, INL. So from Devilal to Om Prakash Chautala, then Ajay Chautala and Abhay Chautala, then Dushyant Chautala and his brothers and cousins, the power is going in the hands of the next generation. You've named the Samajwadi Party in the neighboring state. Again, I think more than 10, 15 members of Mulayam Singh Yadav families, they are either the MLAs or MPs. Then Rashtriya Janata Dal, Lalu Yadav Party, you can find so many political parties at state level which are being run like a family business. So this is the second problem. The third one is the role of money. How role of money? Because what is going on, every political party has single agenda to win the election. And in today's time, when the elections are too costly, every political party wants to give the ticket to those candidates only who can spend crores of rupees, millions of rupees in the election. Not only in his or her own election, but they should also deposit a large amount of money as a party fund. Clear? So those candidates get the tickets easily who can deposit a large amount of money in the party fund and who are able to spend a lot of money in their elections. What is happening then? The deserving and honest candidates fail to get the tickets, although they are serving a particular party for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, no matter. A candidate that is in political term is considered as pilot candidate. That comes from somewhere and gets the ticket on the basis of the money he is having. And then the deserving candidates, they are now dejected, disappointed with this system. Moreover, what happens when you are spending a lot of money in your election, you are depositing the money with the party fund also, then you are expecting more money from politics. It means it is giving encouragement. You can add this point. This system, this excessive role of money, increasing role of money is encouraging the people to get involved, encouraging the leaders to get involved in corrupt practices. So it encouraging the corruption as well. And let me give you one example also. In after 2019 elections of Lok Sabha, it had been observed by ADR, an organization which keeps a watch on the political system, a clear political system of India. It had given a data that more than 83% of the sitting MPs right now who are sitting over there in Lok Sabha, in this current Lok Sabha, they are millionaires. So those people who are millionaires, how can they take care of the needs of poor people, common people, middle class people? क्योंकि वो उस background से नहीं आए हैं. तो this excessive role of money is discouraging the people, honest people, but they belong to the poor or middle class people, to remain a voter and not the candidate. So this is the another third problem related to the political parties in India. Now after, I'm going to rub it out and then we will cover the remaining 2 points: role of muscle power and lack of internal democracy.